Good morning. I'm T.A. McCann. I'm the founder and CEO of GIST, and I'm here to tell you about an application that actually will benefit every single person that's here. Before I do that, I'd ask you to ask yourself the question of why are you here? And I would contend that you're here to make connections to new people, to learn about new products, to gain new insights, and ultimately reduce the amount of time you can get to be more productive in your companies. We built an application that can help you do that faster and better. At the same time, I'd like you to think about this equation, which is I believe that everybody in business is going to be more successful by considering the following equation. One is how many relationships you have and how deep each one of those relationships is. And the more of those relationships and the depth of each one you have, the more successful you'll be. Area under the curve will lead to direct success. So let's just consider one relationship and how we build those relationships. So this is me, and then on the other side is Brad Feld, one of my investors. As I build my relationship with him, I consider the email that we exchange together. Prior to a meeting with him, I might go to Google, I might find his profile on LinkedIn, find it on Facebook. I might discover that he has a blog or that he's sending a lot of things on Twitter. I might discover news about him or his company in a variety of different places. And I might find profile information in a variety of different sources like Hoovers or Zoom Info. Boy, doing all that kind of work takes a tremendous amount of time, and I can only do it for the person I'm meeting with today. So we built an application that essentially does all of that for you, all the time, in real time. So let me tell you about GIST. This is the way that it works. First, we connect all of your contact sources. Outlook, Gmail, any IMAP-enabled server. All the places where your contacts live, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, or any CSV. Then we parse all of that, assigning people and companies. So T.A. McCann is a person that works for a company called GIST. And we organize those algorithmically, trying to understand who's your most important contacts and who are your most important companies. Then we go to the web, we search 50,000 news sources, 20 million blogs, automatically discover people on Twitter, and bring all that information together into one place, helping you focus on what's most important. Let me show you what it looks like. So we deliver GIST data in a dashboard view, so at a glance I can get information about news about my network, including all those different data sources I talked about, either by most recent, most important, or if I'm just looking for news or information about just my prospects or just my customers. I can prepare for my day. It's integrated with my calendar, so I can see who I'm meeting with at 11 o'clock and it's pre-briefing me with all that information for those meetings. As I delve a little bit deeper into a personal profile like Brad's, it gives me all of his contact information, which could have been abstracted from a variety of different places, a personal news feed about him, including all of those different sources, as well as all of my emails with him, automatically pulling out links we've exchanged in email, finding attachments, and in fact also finding related people. Essentially a snapshot of my relationship with Brad. And it's doing this across every single person in my contact list, automatically, in real time, every single day. But all of you who are in IT are essentially, you've made lots of investments in existing applications. So what we've tried to do is integrate GIST into those applications. Here's GIST inside Outlook. Prior to getting an email or responding, I can right-click and get the gist of everybody on that email. I can right-click on a calendar item and get the gist of the people I'm meeting with, or right-click on a contact. I would imagine some of you have deployed Salesforce. So prior to making a call out of Salesforce, I can get the gist of a person or a company inside Salesforce as an application. All of us are also very mobile, so why not put it on a mobile device? I can spend 2 minutes briefing myself on my network. Prior to a meeting, I can figure out what the guy looks like in the coffee shop so that I know what they're talking about and what's most relevant. I can even, on the far side there, have a one-click to tell someone I'm running late. So as we consider the application that we've built, and I would argue again that your success in business, really consider this equation. How much insight can you gain in the shortest amount of time? Part of that insight comes from content, part of that insight comes from your contacts, and we bring all of that together to give you the maximum amount of insight in the minimum amount of time. That's GIST. Thank you very much.